Do you know that as a chosen one, isolation is necessary for you? Have you ever wondered why God isolates the chosen ones? Have you ever asked why the wilderness before the promised land? Who are the chosen ones? Chosen ones are not just the lucky ones. Rather, they are individuals set apart by God for a unique purpose, for a grand assignment. Matthew chapter 22 verse 14, the Bible says, for many are called, but few are chosen. The truth is that isolation is not loneliness. That one is isolated doesn't mean you are alone. It is a sacred cocoon. It is a period of preparation, refinement, and deepening of faith. Much like gold refined in fire, God shapes his chosen ones during this solitary moment. This is why you undergo isolation, because it shields you from worldly contamination. It is a divine quarantine that preserves your purity as a chosen one. So take for example, Joseph in Potiphar's house was isolated from his family, yet God protected him from temptations. So even in the midst of your isolation, God will go on to protect you and purify you, making your path to shine brighter and brighter to the perfect day. I am here to relay this to you because I have been isolated, because I know I am chosen. In my wilderness season, I discovered hidden strength in me. God whispered echoes in silence, teaching me resonance and how to trust him. If you have been isolated, these three things is the reason why God is separating you. It's because of your unique identity. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. So isolation is a period that God molds your uniqueness. You are chosen. You are not just ordinary. You are designed for God's purposes. Remember, Moses spent 40 years in Midian, discovering his identity and purpose before leading Israel. So it is important for you to identify your uniqueness, your purpose, and that is the reason why God will always separate you to really understand your calling, to understand whom you are. God isolations isn't abandonment, it is refinement. Just as gold is purified in the furnace, chosen ones undergo spiritual processes. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 9, God said, I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. So when you are going through isolation, God is taking you through a process to make the real you to emerge, to bring out the gold in you, bring out that which he has imputed in you, that has made you so unique as his chosen one. Think of Joseph in the pit, Moses in the desert, or even Paul in prison. Their isolation bettered purpose. If you are experiencing isolation, is a process that God is taking you to refine you, to bring the reason why he has created you on earth. Reason number 2 why you are experiencing isolation. God isolates the chosen one to teach them what ordinary people cannot comprehend. In solitude, God imparts wisdom, revelation, and remold the characters of his chosen ones. John chapter 14 verse 26. But the helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things. Number 3 reasons why God separates you as a chosen one is for his greater assignment. Isolation is not a waiting room. It is a training ground. God equips chosen vessels for their divine assignment. So isolation is a great weapon in God's hands to refurbish and to reaffirm that which he has made in the life of the chosen ones. Isolation readies you for significant missions. It is God's boot camp for destiny, where he will prepare you, show you all the dons and the cons to help you excel in your calling as a chosen one. Dear friends, if you are experiencing isolation or feeling isolated, remember this: you are not forgotten. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 1 says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. You are being fashioned for grand mission. Embrace the wilderness. It is your cocoon before the elevation." Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." In my season of wilderness, I stopped fighting isolation and started embracing it through tears and surrender. I found purpose beyond my pains. So period of isolation is a period when God separates you to nurture you, to teach you, and to bring the gifts in you to manifestations. As a chosen one, it's not even necessary to pray against isolation. Only pray for divine strength, wisdom, and revelation during this season, because when you trust God's purpose to prevail, then the reason God choosing you will certainly manifest. So my friend, embrace the refining fire of isolation. You are not alone. God walks beside you as chosen ones. Let's emerge stronger, purer, and ready for our destiny.